Hello everyone, and welcome back for Let's Play The Adventures of Lolo 3 starring Lolo. We have a castle. It has 10 stages in it. So this should be the next to last video. Yeah, and these stages, a lot of trial and error goes into learning them. And once you learn them, you're still going to have to be fairly precise in actually doing the things that needs to be done. Like, for example, our first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go up and around. We're going to have to egg the snake, get in the water, get to the left of the Medusa at the bottom, hop on land, shoot the goal, use the goal to block the Medusa, grab the heart, push the emerald frame down, grab the second heart, then get back over and get back on the snaky before it gets too late to right it and push that emerald block all the way to the left up. Like so. Here. If you get hung up on anything, you're pretty much dead. You have a little over just enough time to do that. And now we've got to be careful of the Dawn Medusa here, even though it's going to be funnier what we do to him than he's a threat to us. We can time everything with him hitting the heart down there pretty much. Grab this. Now, we want to put the Dawn Medusa temporarily in the top half, grab heart, shoot Gull out from under him, then hide, and then we can trap him at the bottom. And we will do it roughly like so. You still have to be quick. And now he is perfectly trapped. Nice and cozy in his little world there. And this poor Gull is going to end up getting shot again, and then shot again to block off two different hearts. Like so, if I don't mess this up. Get rid of it. We wait for you to respawn. After this, we are pretty much done shooting things. Pretty much. We put you here, and you can stay there forever now. This emerald frame will be our last block we need to worry about. We're going to come halfway across here, so we don't have to worry about timing, we don't have to worry about getting shot in the butt by the Gull on the left, at least yet. Grab here, and now we've got the small problem of a couple of Gulls pointing towards us, but we have just enough space between us and them that they're not going to actually be able to hit us before we grab the gem. This stage, we need to be very careful not to grab that heart that's directly between us, or directly between the skull and the Medusa above us, until last. And then we will still have to do a timing shoot thing that you will see when we get there. So now, to begin with, we're going to start by pinning the Dawn Medusa as best we can. And we're going to need those shots right there to get anywhere near it. Now, this skull is going to be handy for pinning you to one spot, so we can grab that. And then, this skull is going to be handy for blocking the Medusa in the top left, but only after we make it work. So we shoot it. You in position. And while we're waiting for that, we can go ahead and push you into position to block that off. And then we can use you to block that. The majority of the hard work here is done. We've saved the heart we need to save for last over there. You will pin that skull in, so we only have to deal with one of them at any given time. So now the fun timing part, I've got to grab this heart, The skull that you see next to the Dawn Medusa will move and thus will free the Dawn Medusa. So we're going to have to shoot it and put it back above the Dawn Medusa, the bush above the Dawn Medusa, and then time it so that the skull on the upper left is moving up to shield us from the Medusa in the left corner. Yeah. And that has done something similar to this, even though I may screw this up. Here. Then we time it. Not a lot of time to talk about things in this stage, but oh well. We can only do what we can do. So let's see. How did I handle this? I know that. See, the thing is, the two frames you see up there at the top, they are going to be mostly used to block off the Medusas to the left and right. Not the one to the south, although we do need to do a few things here. So let's see if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it this way. Push that here. Let me push that here. We will push it further up, but not yet. And then let's see, I believe. Yep, this is how we start. Come back around. Now we can block you off, just like that. And we can block that off. And the getting started part of this stage is now over. Now it's just a matter of getting everything else into position. Mostly because, if you see, we have two ladder power-ups, and we're going to be using both of those around the Medusa on right up there. So what we want to do is go ahead and put this right here. We're not in any timing because this is not lava. We can use that to block there. Up here. Put the Medusa over there sealed off as best we can. We can take care of that. We can get our new ladder. Put you here. Luckily, there's no timing. There's no time issue required here. But there is timing here in the fact that we're going to have to push this snake. We have to ride it over. We have to ride it across the river to grab that heart. Ride it back across the river one step down to get around the Medusa. Then ride it a third time to get next to the snaky down below. Like so. Exactly like so. Then we're going to use this snake to push that emerald block down there below us. Because it can ride. Which allows us to actually grab that heart. And then we're going to have to pull off the same trick. Except this time we don't actually have to ride the thing down. We just have to step across. So we can shoot you one more time. Grab a heart. Shoot it again. Say hi to the Medusa. They can't actually do anything to us. Wait for Snake to respawn. Ride it across the water. Get off before it sinks or, you know, it kills you. And grabbing a gem. This stage, yeah, you just gotta grab the hearts in roughly the right order, which means you've got to block off the Medusas. I'm sure that's just a revelation to everybody, and everybody's mind is just absolutely blown at that revelation. But that is kind of how it works. Now, first, this emerald frame is kind of in the way where it was, so we're going to move it up here, and that's going to be a nice, good safeguard for that Medusa right there. Get started. We can actually grab us a heart right there. We can push this up here. And then this snake, because we we push it right here because we're going to want to come in from the other side and then push it over to block the right side of the Medusa on the top row. So now we'll go ahead and do this. Push it all the way down. We can go ahead and grab that, even though we don't need to really yet. And we put that right there. This heart in the middle, we can kind of grab it just about any point we really want to. We're going to go ahead and snag that off. Now that this is completely and totally safe, we're going to go ahead and grab that to get us more shots. We're going to move this down here so we can do something with it in a second. Might as well grab you and get 2 more shots. And now we are pretty much done with most of the middle of the field there. Do this. Shoot this. We need to push this here. And now we're going to have a very interesting thing we do. We're going to shoot Snaky, use Snaky. Shoot it away. Then this emerald frame we've got is going to be used to block off the bottom Medusa, but in the going up. Yeah. So anyway, we do have to kind of be quick with this because we do not have a lot of spare time. And then we need to make sure we get that frame off of the Snaky spawn point. We can push it up here. And now that the Snaky has respawned, it's going to be our final block. And then for this last room, you notice you don't have a whole lot safe. But this poor Snaky right here is going to go on one hell of an adventure. Where we're going to sink the damn thing 6 times by the time this stage is over. And to get started, we can go ahead and do this. Make that easy for ourselves, and then use this frame to block off 1/2 of this heart. And now, we're going to sink it once to get that frame out of the way. So we can go ahead and push it up here. Grab ourselves a heart, and then we get to stick that right there. We could do a couple of things here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do one of them right now. We can go ahead and take this frame, and we can put it right here. We'll be back for that. But now it's time to sink you again. Over here. Push that, grab that, shoot that, push that to block off a whole lot of ways to go there. So we can grab that heart. We can push this, which allows us to grab that one right there. And now, we're going to sneak you yet again across here, and we're going to go right there. Before we go any further, we're going to go ahead and put that right there, so we sink this Snaky one more time to block that off here and block that off here. Now, we could go up there and get that heart. We could go and basically do that again to get that heart to the left of Medusa, but we need more shots, and we will only find those on the other side of the right column here. Specifically right there. So now we wait for Snaky to respawn, and now we will use him to push that in the way. Grab ourselves our heart, and poor Snaky here. Sadly, we cannot stop that Snaky from spawning By standing on there, I would have put him out of his misery for good. But now we're out of here. And on to, well, the last half of the castle. But that will be for next time. So until then, take care, everyone.